Hello, Phil here from Wings of Pegasus, and welcome to Livestream Tuesday. And it looks like, fingers crossed, the internet is working so far on this live stream, and let's see how long it lasts for, because the last two live streams have been a little bit dodgy with the connection and all those kind of things. But let me get the live chat room up on screen to say hello to everybody in there. We have Lisa and Guitar Fan and Lisa again, and Shirley and Debbie and Lynn and Gilbert and Batfink Reynolds, and Carla's in the house as well. So hello everybody. Hopefully this is coming across fine and you can hear me. And I'm always a little bit unsure as to whether it's working, but we will see what happens with this live stream. It might be the case that the quality isn't quite as clear as previously, especially with the coronavirus and everybody being online. I think the quality of the streams sometimes and the videos has been decreased because so many people are using the internet at the same time. But hopefully you guys can see this and hear this, and if it is not quite of the best quality, then I apologize for that, but that is out of my hands. So first of all, let me get the super chat window up on screen, because Carla has donated $4.99 already. Thank you so much for that, Carla. The message is, what's in the mug? And I'll give you one guess, because it's been the same thing in the mug for the last 2 times or 3 times or 4 times, however many times that I've been live streaming with the mug. And let's have a plug of the mug already. Really early. Spike the likes as well. Why not? So early on in this live stream. Thank you for that, Carla. And anybody in the chat room, if you want to try and guess what is in this mug, then you can do. And I think Carla already knows what's in this mug, but we will see what people think. But anyway, thank you everybody for joining me tonight. I hope that you're well and you're staying safe. Here in the UK, we're all staying inside, and now the police have the ability or the authority to stop people just walking around in groups and break up those groups, and also tell people to go home and stop spreading potential things around, such as the virus. But live streaming tonight, obviously this is all fine. We can get together on a Tuesday night in front of our computer screens or our phones or whatever you're watching it on, and we can watch a few videos and see who's in the house as well. So let me also get at the bottom of the screen, as always happens with these live streams, the names of my patrons. And thank you guys so much for all of your support, for making every single video possible, these live streams, the analysis videos as well, my cover videos, and also you guys for replying to my message that I put over on Patreon about an hour before these live streams, just to ask you for what videos you want to see. So it always gives me a chance to get it planned, and fingers crossed, make the same links, because when I upload the video to the software, I then have to do a link in order for it to start that video, and sometimes I get the links wrong, so there's a bit of a surprise. But hopefully, fingers crossed, all the ones that have been requested, I have linked them all correctly, but we will see. So we have already plugged the mug, so if we can spike the likes, then that would be great as well. I think I've already mentioned that, maybe a record amount of mentions so far for the spike of the likes. If you could hit that thumbs up, it would really help. Almost said thumbs up. This is the thing that happens, that people are starting to notice when I put my letters from later words in earlier words. It's a really interesting thing that happens with the brain, and especially my brain, that is thinking so quickly it's 2 or 3 words ahead of myself. But anyway, thank you everybody for joining me tonight, and I'm just going to have a look in the chat room, because for some reason my screen is not showing the most latest up-to-date chat, but we will see. I think it's working now. So Kathy's in the house as well, and Lynn, and Harlot, and Thomas, and KODJ, and Barbara is going through too quickly now that I've refreshed it, but Tom as well. Thank you guys so much for joining me. We're going to be jumping into the first video of the night, and this was requested over on Patreon by Ian, and it is my song called Don't Cry. I hope you guys enjoy this one, and Ian has done his own version of this song as well, so you can check that out on Ian's YouTube channel. And if Ian is in the house, maybe he can put a link in the chat room, but we will see what happens with that. And I'll see you guys after this song, and if you can hit that thumbs up, it will be great. And I'm going to be in the chat room as always while this video is playing, so I'll see you guys after this. It's my track called Don't Cry. Rock!
Go around thinking of her 1,000 times when you think you see her face in the crowd. Now she's gone, no way of ever knowing. Don't cry for me, don't cry. Here's what she'd say. Cry for me, don't cry. No more shopping in the hall, only empty spaces. Brand new kitchens, black and white. I feel the house is dying. And I'm inside. Now she's gone, no way of ever knowing. Don't cry for me, don't cry. Here's what she'd say. Don't cry for me, don't cry. Every time I think of you, I just break down. I miss you more than I ever could Here's what she'd say. She said, don't cry. Don't cry for me, don't cry. Here's what she'd say. Don't cry for me, don't cry. Oh no, don't cry for me, don't cry. She said, don't cry.
And there we have it. That was my song called Don't Cry from my album called Persistence, which you can buy over at wingsofpegasus.com and also get it from iTunes and Amazon, but they take a percentage of every sale over there, so if you can go to my website, that's a lot better for me. I hope you guys enjoyed that, and it's when my sister always gets a mention who features in that video. I just randomly started filming her for the video because I knew that I needed something to look at. It's just the way that music works nowadays. You've got to make a video, and that was on my really old Apple Mac that I had, so putting that video together took ages. And as you can probably tell as well, it was in the height of summer and it was really hot, and it was definitely a little bit uncomfortable to be playing in the heat, but you can see that I'm a little bit hot in the video, just sweating a little bit. But it's one of those things that my sister always gets a mention in it, and I'm not really sure she knows, apart from I did tell her, but I don't think it really went in that I'm showing her on my live streams. But anyway, thank you Ian for requesting that video, and we did have some action in the super chat window while that was going on, so thank you. And Ian did pop into the super chat window. I'm gonna have to scroll down, and Carla and Kathy, and yes, Ian was third, and thank you again Carla and Kathy for those donations. And I think maybe, did I say about Kathy? I'm not sure. Anyway, Kathy donated $5. Thank you Kathy for that. And the message is, Phil, you are doing fine. We all love what you do. So thank you for that, Kathy. And Ian is in the house and has donated $122. Thank you so much for that, Ian. I mentioned Ian's version of that song that I just played, which is my song called Don't Cry. Ian has a version on his YouTube channel as well. And the message is for getting to 122,000 subscribers with a happy face. So thank you for that, Ian. And all of you, thank you so much for hitting that thumbs up, but also subscribing to the channel, because there's just a lonely 122,000 of us on this channel now, which is nice. So thank you everybody for subscribing, because it's a crazy number, but we'll see where we end up on the channel. It just seems to be going up and up, which is great, and it wouldn't happen without you guys hitting the thumbs up, because it helps the videos to get out there, and I think they're suggested to more people because of those thumbs up in the comments and all of the interaction that happens on the video. So thank you everybody for that. And Ian, thank you for that donation. And Calfolk7 has donated $9.99, and the message is, thank you for that. The message is, hi Phil, would it be okay to drop a link to my song on YouTube? And yes, it's fine. I don't know how the links work in the live chat room, but you can try and put it in there, or put it underneath one of the videos on the channel and just put a link there. I think that should be fine. I think sometimes YouTube does block particular links or things that it might think, or comments that it thinks is maybe spam or something like that, but it should be okay if you put it in the comment section. So you can do that, or you can do it on this live stream and do it in the chat room. And thank you for that donation. And Debbie has donated $4.99. Thank you for that, Debbie. The message is, I don't quite understand what Paris Nord means. I'm sorry, I haven't done my research. So Paris Nord is North Paris. It's just the French way of saying that. It's the train station that is there, and that's where the train goes underneath the channel. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about here, but there's some water that separates obviously the UK from France, else we'd be the same country. But anyway, it's the train that runs underneath the sea, and it goes into France, and you can get there in about an hour, something like that, an hour and a half from London, and it ends at Paris Nord, and that's the station. So that is what Paris Nord means, not only, well, in a literal sense, having that Paris Nord being North Paris, obviously it's reversed for the language, but yeah, and there's no need to do the research because I can let you know what it means. But anyway, Debbie, thank you so much for that donation. We've had another one that has jumped in from Linda. Thank you, Linda, for this donation and for joining me tonight. And the message is, this is a $5 donation. The message is, how do you explain the difference between a riff and a hook? That is a good question. A riff can be anything. So it means that it can be a series of 5 or 6 notes. And typically a riff, if I'm just trying to think of any riff, Whole Lot of Love, maybe everybody knows that riff at the beginning of the song. And it's just a series of notes. And sometimes it can be a chord that's held for a particular length of time as well. But it's a riff. And when the riff is melodic and it sticks in your mind and it's just good, for some reason, however you define good, it just sticks in your head. That is a hook. And there can be guitar hooks, lead hooks, there can be riffs, there can be vocal hooks, there can be hooks which are little parts that are played in a song on any instrument. So you could have a saxophone that comes in with a hook, and it's just something that pops in your mind and it just stays there, so that when you sing back the song to yourself in your head, you hear all of these other instruments because of the hooks. They are memorable. So it's something that is used to describe something that literally does stick inside your head like it is hooked in there. So that's the difference. A riff can be something that you don't remember, and it can be not very good, and in which case it's not a hook. Whereas if you've got a really good riff that's memorable, then it would be classed as a hook as well, because you can remember it. But anyway, Linda, thank you so much for that donation and the question. And Lisa has donated $5. Thank you, Lisa, for joining me and for the donation. The message is the best way to spend a night off is with the Wingers. So thank you for joining us tonight, Lisa. And I've just noticed that in the live chat room we've got something going on, because most of it is taken up by the live chat. I might be able to move this up a little bit, or maybe I'm attempting to do something that's beyond my pay grade. I might have to do it later. When I say pay grade, it is such an American term. I don't think we would really say that. I'm just taking it from the movies when they say that is so above your pay grade. But anyway, let me see if I can try and change this on screen. I don't think this is going to happen, because now in the super chat window we can see the stream settings, analytics and all that stuff. I'm going to do it while I play the next video. And actually getting back to the super chat window, because we've had another donation, and this is Carl. Thank you so much for this. And I do indeed know what this donation is going to be for. It is for $5, and it is for the You Know For What fund with the smiley face. Thank you for that, Carl, and rock, he said at the end. So that is for the Cross the Pond fund, and it will go in there. Thank you, Carl. And we've just had another donation, and this is Angela, who has donated $4.99. Thank you so much for that, Angela. And the message is, being here is a nice way to break up the week. So thank you for joining us, Angela, and it's good to see all of you guys in the chat room tonight. We've got Laurie just going through, moderating, and we've got Vince in the house as well. Quick shout out for Vince and the Wings of Pegasus supporters group over on Facebook. You can head over there after tonight's live stream, and Vince hosts an after party there, so you can get stuck into that conversation if you want to continue it after the live stream. We've had another donation, and it's El Martinez with $5. Thank you so much for that. And the message is, what is a riff-raff? And a riff-raff is not really used in music, unless it's a term that I've missed out on. But riff-raff is a maybe group of people who are not really honest, or maybe a little bit rough around the edges. It's something to describe a group of people. Riff-raff. It's, I guess it's like maybe a really light version of a gang, but it's not really like violent or anything. It's just people that maybe hang around and not up to good or up to no good maybe, but the riff-raff is something that we use in the UK. It might be different in the USA to refer to people that might be up to no good. But anyway, thank you so much for that donation, and maybe I've got that definition wrong, but that's what I think it is. Like I said, I haven't heard it in the music circles and something that relates to riffs or guitar playing, but thank you for that donation. We've had another one from Lucy. Thank you, Lucy. This is for $19.99, and thank you for that. The message is, Phil, how are you and your family doing during all this? Thanks for keeping us entertained. You are great. Thank you for that, Lucy. And I just did that because we've got some rock horns there, heart and peace. So thank you, Lucy. I'm pretty much fine at the moment, touch wood. And it might be that I won't be in the future, but I'm doing everything possible to isolate myself and not go outside. it actually has just reminded me about an important point to bring up about these CDs on the website. If you have ordered a CD recently, and I'm talking probably in the last 2 or 3 weeks, obviously here in the UK we're being told to not go out, and if you can avoid going out at any cost, then just try and do that. Obviously going out and buying food is essential, but not going out and going to places where other people might be in close proximity. So getting out to the post office, because obviously you might not know, I send all the CDs off myself. So getting out and sending out the CDs, I'm going to have to wait until the government here allow us to get out and go back to doing things. And I know that certainly the post office around the corner from me has closed up because everybody's just staying at home behind closed doors. So thank you for that message, Lucy, and also reminding me about the CDs. But you can still order them. I'll sign them and whatever you want, whether it's signed or not signed, I'll package them up, and as soon as I can get out there and send them, then I will. But thank you so much. My family are fine as well, and fingers crossed that'll keep going into the future, because we're trying to isolate ourselves as much as possible. But Kathy, thank you as well. She has donated $5. Again, the message is check out the riff of the week on Wings of Pegasus YouTube channel. So thank you for that, Kathy. There are 100 riffs of the week on this channel somewhere, and this is the thing, there are so many videos on this channel of cover songs that I've done, original songs that I've done, riffs of the week which have 100 versions of that. So yeah, there's a hell of a lot of videos on the channel, and it's interesting because somebody said in a comment recently, oh, why don't you ever play the guitar? We never see you doing anything, and other channels at least play the guitar rather than just talking about it. And I think there have been a few videos or a few comments on some of my videos where people have said, I bet you can't even play the guitar. Whereas if you just spend a bit of time looking through the channel, I know that there's a lot of videos, but there are a hell of a lot of videos of me playing the guitar. So just have a look through, and just if you want to see me playing the guitar, there are loads here. But I think the Tuesday live streams and the Saturday live streams are a good place to see that, because it means I can load them up and play them live for you on this show and on Saturday as well. But anyway, thank you so much, Kathy, for the plug of the Riff of the Week videos. And we've had donation again. Yes, I just have to scroll down because this is from Poet's Dreams. That's Debbie for $4.99. Thank you for that, Debbie. And the message is, can't think of a better way to be quarantined with a fantastic group of people. Love, Deb. And I've used Debbie rather than Deb, but thank you for that donation, Deb. And maybe Debbie is the same. Hopefully I haven't offended you by giving the long version of your name, or maybe it is just Deb. But anyway, thank you, Deb, for that donation. And we've got some rock horns and a heart as well. And maybe if you can let me know in the live chat room if Debbie isn't... Sometimes here in the UK, you can use a name for somebody and it's not the right kind of name or shortened version of their name, and some people really don't like it when it's wrong. So please tell me if that was not the right thing to say. But thank you, Deb, for that donation. And Kathy's jumped in again with another donation, and this is for $10. Thank you for that, Kathy. The message is, send a shout out to Laurie Pond, send her a bouquet of flowers. So thank you for that, Kathy. And that was a $10 donation, and we'll have to see what happens with the bouquet of flowers. I'm not sure anything is getting sent out at the moment, so it could be something that might happen if somebody in the chat room wants to send a bouquet of flowers to Laurie. Then maybe we can sort that out in order for that to happen. And thank you, Kathy, for that donation. And I'm sure that maybe there's thousands of people that might now send flowers to Laurie, which would be nice. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me tonight. Having a quick look into the chat room, we have Linda and Rhonda and Laurie, and Mario is in the house. I've spotted him actually in the live chat room live. So everybody say a big hello to Mario in the chat room. We always say hello in the live streams on Tuesday and also on Saturdays. So huge hello to Mario. We're going to be jumping into the next video because I need to sort out this live chat room so we can see more of the comments in there because they're getting a little bit lost, but I'll sort that out during this next video. And this next video is an interesting one because it was my first ever cover video on Patreon when I started doing things on that site, and this must be 3 or 4 years ago, maybe longer. So this is a really interesting one, and this was requested by Kevin and Sally. So thank you guys for this. It's rare that a song that I did so long ago, it actually got requested twice in a row. So this is a song by the Damn Yankees, and it's called Silence is Broken, and hopefully I've set this up correctly. Like I said, it's an old video, so we'll have to see if the links work. But I hope you guys like this. I'm going to be in the chat room as always. If you get a chance, hit that thumbs up. It would be massively appreciated. We try and get to 200 likes on these live streams, and we'll see how close we can get by the end. But almost half an hour into the live stream, fingers crossed we'll keep on going. As I've said before, it could cut out at any point with the internet being quite unreliable at these times in the UK, but this is my cover of Silence is Broken. I hope you guys enjoy this, and I'll see you guys after. Rock! Hi guys, Phil here from Wings of Pegasus, and this is my first ever cover video on Patreon. The song is Silence is Broken by Damn Yankees, and thanks everyone for your support, and I hope you like the video. See you later. Rock!
Close your eyes and know it's safe inside to sing your lullaby. Broke the chains, now you won't be silent anymore. Oh no, now you're gonna shout about it. No, no more. Yeah, yeah, this is the end. The silence is broken. It's over now. Words have been spoken. With every word you say, you blow away the tears of another time. Face to face, anyone can see you're not the child you were before. Take your place. No one can take away your heart. Oh no, there can be no doubt about it. No, no more. Yeah, yeah, this is the end. Silence is broken now. It's over now. Words have been spoken. With every word you say, you blow away. Yeah. Never again. Say the words and let the sun shine in again. You can change the world. No one can take away your heart. The silence is broken now. It's over now. The words have been spoken. With every word you say, you blow away the tears of another
And there we have it. That was my cover of the Damn Yankees song, and I hope you guys enjoyed that one. Like I said, it is one from quite a while back, so thank you. And that was Kevin and also Sally that requested that over on Patreon. Like I said, it's rare to have a video that's so old and also being requested both at the same time over on Patreon. So we will get into the super chat window, and as you can see on the screen, I was trying to adjust it and I can't see the super chat window because that video I put it as the top layer in the software, so it meant that I was just guessing as to whether we would see the super chat window more clearly, and as you can see, it is totally incorrect because now you can't read the title on it. So let me see if I can somehow change this live and drag it down, and maybe that's going to work. I don't know. We will see. Oh, that had a bit of an effect. So let's see if I can just do the same thing again, and fingers crossed we can then read the super chat heading. So thank you everybody for joining in tonight, and on the right hand side now I'm going to be obsessed with trying to make this screen a little bit better. And maybe if I focus on the comments without the mug, because I think you guys can see the mug on the top of the comments, so we don't need to see it really in the live chat room. So anyway, thank you so much for all of the super chat donations tonight, because there were more coming in there. So that is now up on screen. Hopefully you guys can read that. And we have to scroll up a little bit because it's been a bit crazy. And this is a donation from Laura. Thank you so much for that. It's a $10 donation, and the message is: do you practice drumming for your songs, or you just wait and drum when you need to do it? And this song that we just heard is a great example, because if you listen to it, it is so straightforward with the beat, which is exactly the way that I like it. But with practice, with drumming, and I've spent more time recently on keys, and I've hardly been playing the guitar and just practicing playing those keys. So I go through phases. What tends to happen is when I'm uploading an analysis video, easy for me to say, to YouTube, it normally takes about half an hour to an hour. So I just cram in the practice into that time, and I sometimes just do half an hour or 45 minutes, because then I have to get into doing the messages, emails, all that kind of stuff. But I just jump from one to the other. So there'll be days when I just play drums, and there'll be other days when I play keys, and there'll be other days when I just play guitar. And yeah, I tend to switch it, and then vocals as well. So there's not enough hours in the day to try and just keep everything going, so I have to rotate what I do on a daily basis. But thank you, Laura, for that donation. And Kathy has donated again. The message is, and a $5 donation, thank you for that. The message is: my apologies, Laurie Pond want a shout out for being sheriff. Laugh out loud. Let's all give her some love. So everybody say hello to Laurie in the chat room, the sheriff of these here parts, and keeping the whole chat room really in order. And thank you everybody, all of the moderators there, for doing such a great job on these live stream Tuesdays. So we're going to have a look in again super chat window, because we've had another message and donation from Kevin, and the message is: Phil, where did the name of your band come from? And this was just something that I came up with, and it was the other guitarist at the time in the band. We were just trying to think of band names, and just Wings of Pegasus came out of it. I think probably because I'm a fan of Winger, the band who very late 80s, early 90s, and Kip Winger. I think it was just a seed that was in there, and Wings of Pegasus just came out. But it was also something that sounded, I think, quite cool and like the music. Trying to think of a band name that sounded a bit 80s and a bit hard rock. So that's just what I came up with at that time, and it was after a bit of a brainstorm session. But like I said, it's probably something to do with the band Winger in the back of my mind. But anyway, thank you Kevin for that donation, for the $2. And Sally has donated again. This is $20. Thank you for that, Sally. The message is, didn't realize this was your first cover. Very cool. Great job. Kevin and I have good taste. You certainly do. And thank you for that donation and for the kind words as well. And we have Jose in the house, and he has donated $2. Thank you for that, Jose, or Jose. It depends where you're from and how you pronounce it, but we say Jose here, do we? I think we say Jose, actually. I'm not sure how we pronounce it in the UK, but Jose, that is how I'm saying it. I hope that is okay. You can let me know in the live chat room whether that is correct or not, but that has been a $2 donation. Thank you for that. And Jen has donated $5 as well. Thank you, Jen. The message is nice with 3 thumbs up, so thank you for that, Jen. And if you feel like giving this live stream a thumbs up, then you can do it. Would be massively appreciated. We try and get to 200 likes on these live streams, and we'll see if we can get there before the end. So Beanie Angela again popping into the super chat donation window. Thank you, Angela, for that. And the donation is $4.99. And the message is, Damn Yanks is a nice mellow song that shows off your voice. So thank you for the kind words, Angela, and for the donation. And Lisa has donated again, and this is $2. And the message is, shout out to Deputy Carla. So the sheriff has had a shout out, and now the deputy has as well. Actually, there are a few deputies, and I'm not sure how many are in the house tonight because Kathy is in there. I haven't yet seen Neil in there, but Neil is another moderator, so thank you guys so much for taking care of the comment section, because the live chat room on these live streams, I think the more subscribers that come along, maybe the more dangerous it is for people coming in just to try and kick up a fuss or get some attention. But thank you so much for the great job that you guys do on these live stream Tuesdays, and I've doubled your workload by doing a live stream on Saturday as well. So thank you so much for sticking with me and keeping it all organized. So we're going to be jumping into the next video, and this one is going to be my live version of one of my songs called Hero from the album. I think it is the live version. It might be the lyric version. I'm not sure. I've just set it up and I haven't labeled what I'm doing. So it might well be the lyric video and not the live one. We'll try and finish with a live song. I'll throw that in there before the end of the live stream. We have just had another donation, and this is from Yayoi S, who has donated $10. So thank you so much for that, and thank you everybody in the super chat window tonight for all of these donations. It is massively appreciated, and it helps me with everything and allows the channel to grow, as well as all of you guys who just like the videos and subscribe and comment, because that really helps the channel to grow as well. So a massive thank you to everyone out there. We're going to be jumping into this video. Just as I was about to say that, I've just reminded myself something went off in my head, because we have had a little bit of action on YouTube from 2 wingers who join us here on Livestream Tuesday and Saturdays, and they've done a little project independently, and project is the right word because it's Batfink Reynolds, the famous person from the live streams with the most arguably interesting name and username for the live streams, because you can check out his channel, and it's called Philiam, and it's like William but spelled Philliam, and it's called Philiam Project. So if you type that into YouTube and search for that channel, you'll be able to find a video that he and KADJ teamed up with, and you'll be able to find that. Maybe Batfink can let you guys know, or maybe link it in the live chat room if that's possible, but if not, you can just ask Batfink about it, because I have seen him in the live chat room somewhere, and there he is. So the message is, Phil, you shouldn't have, you rock. So thank you for that, Batfink Reynolds. But guys, go and check that out if you do get a chance, and If you need any further direction, then Batfink is live in the chat room, so you can direct it towards him. And also we have that input from KADJ as well on the video part of it. So really interesting stuff there with some wingers teaming up and being creative on YouTube. That's what it is all about. But anyway, we're going to be jumping into this video, and it's my song called Hero. I think it's going to be the lyric video, so you can read along with it as it goes through. And if it's the live video, then I apologize, but I've got a 50-50 chance. So let's see if it is the lyric video. Hopefully it is. I'll see you guys after this, and I'll be in the live chat room as always while the video is playing. Rock. And there we have it. That was my song called Hero, which is still available on that same album, Persistence, over at wingsofpegasus.com. And thank you everybody for all of the messages and the super chat donations tonight, because we've had another one that just came in, and this is from Ginger Duran, and it's for $10, so thank you so much for that. The message is: Hi Phil, I just wanted to tell you how much I enjoyed your analysis of Kenny Rogers. It was lovely, with a smiley face. So thank you for that donation and for that message. I think with especially covering someone like Kenny and the fact that he'd recently passed. On YouTube, it is very difficult because there will be people that message and say, oh, the only reason that you're doing this video is because somebody famous has died and you just want to get views. But I think the most important thing is, obviously, if people can see it from my point of view, I did get a lot of emails and comments and requests for pretty much 2 days, because it was the previous day that unfortunately Kenny passed away. So it meant that a lot of people were contacting me about the video, and also it's something that I just like to do anyway, to just cover somebody's career. And I think there are some people on YouTube who do videos and they're almost looking in the news to see what they can jump on to get views. And especially, I think it's a bit of, well, I've mentioned this before, about being bad form when you're doing a video to try and honor somebody's memory and their career, and then you start the video saying, oh hi, this is my channel and here's my Patreon account and here's my PayPal if you want to donate. And they put in lots of stuff about trying to get people to donate money to them off the back of somebody who has passed away, and they'll know that people are looking for that. So it is borderline for me going along that line. So I always make sure that if I am ever to do a video like that, I mean, fortunately it's not a regular thing that, well, we can just hope that some of the legends just keep on going and keep on playing. But if there is a video that is requested by a lot of people and it's something that I feel like I want to do and it's nice to do, then I will do. And especially just keeping their memory alive, having something on the channel for the future and younger generations as well, because there are younger people that do watch this channel. So it's good to cover somebody's career and let them know what these people achieved, because it might be a genre, even though Kenny played so many different genres, it might be something that they might not be familiar with. So I think it's good to do that. And also, as you'll notice with the video, it's just straight in, and I'm not putting any adverts on there. If there are any adverts, like I mentioned in that video, it's the copyright holders who deal with all of that and put the adverts on the video after I've uploaded it. So I just go straight through and don't put anything on it, because yeah, it's a little bit bad form, I think, to do it any other way. But anyway, thank you so much for the donation, and that was Ginger Duran again, $10, and for the kind words as well. Linda has donated $5. Thank you again, Linda. The message is, you said you were practicing keys. What were you practicing? Covers, original songs, exercises, or all of the above? So what I tend to do is, at the moment, I'm playing a particular song, and it's a Michael Jackson piano piece. It's more synth. I can't even remember what it's called. It's Leave Me Alone, or I'm not sure if that's the title, but it's got a really funky intro in it, and that's played on piano, and it's, like I said, more of a synth sound, but it's just a bit funky and groovy. So that's what I've been practicing and putting that together, and it's quite melodic as well, even though there is a section where it is difficult to tell exactly what the chord voicing is. So I am not sure about one particular part, because I just listen to it and then just try and play it and work it out. So yeah, it's interesting to, especially on keys, spend a little bit of time on there, because it's just expanding my playing a little bit. I think I am always going to be approaching other instruments that are like the keys, like chords, from a guitarist's perspective. So just playing the voicings that I play on the guitar, but on keys. And generally with my album as well, all of the keys in there is just going to be filling in that background space. So that's what I concentrate on. But Linda, thank you so much for that donation. We've had another one come in from Lynn. Thank you, Lynn, so much. This is for $20. The message is, thank you for taking good care of yourself and us. Nobody wants to go out when they can be here. So thank you, Lynn. I almost got the opposite meaning to that comment there. So thank you for that donation. And it's just a cool place to hang out with you guys on a Tuesday night. So we'll see, hopefully, fingers crossed, it's going to continue into the future with the live streams, and we can continue to do this, and the internet's going to be reliable. So Paul has donated as well. Thank you for this, Paul, $5. And the message is, you are appreciated. Thank you. So thank you for the kind words, Paul. And all of these donations are really appreciated as well from everybody, Paul, and all of you guys leading up to this time in the live stream. It's 10 to 1 already in the morning here. If we can get a spike of the likes, that would be amazing, because it really helps this channel to grow, and we always try and reach 200 likes within the live stream, so we'll see if we can get up to that. I think that it's gonna be something we can keep our eye on. Maybe we need a few more people in that live chat room to hit the thumbs up. So if you're in there, I'm looking at Blind Snipers, and Susan and Dennis have just gone through. I only saw them briefly, but hello guys, thank you for joining me. We've got Carla moderating, Jen, Christopher, and KADJ, Elusive Rainbow, Carl, and Gilbert, and Reb as well, and Marge and Harlot. Hello guys, and KADJ again, and Shirley, thank you for joining me tonight. And if you do get a chance, please hit that thumbs up. We are going to be getting into the final video of the night. Is it the last one already? I do believe it is. So this live stream has flown by. Like I said, it's almost 1 in the morning here. So thank you everybody for joining me, and I hope that everything's going okay where you are. It obviously, over in the USA, that's another thing, that it has spread all over the world, this coronavirus, but if you keep yourself isolated, hopefully we can keep control of it, or at least limit the seriousness of it and the spread of it. But anyway, this is the thing, that over in the USA, I think the UK and the USA, with the pound sterling and the dollars, we're now getting to a similar level where a pound is worth $1, which means that things are evening up nicely. And I remember when it used to be almost £2 to $1. So I'm sure there's lots of people jumping on the stock exchange and doing all that kind of stuff to do whatever they do. I'm not an expert in all that, but it's interesting how we're almost 1 for 1 with the USA and the UK. So we are just like each other, which is, I think, this whole world has got to pull together, and hopefully it is doing. I think in the UK, sometimes you still see people outside and in groups, even though the government has said just stay isolated, stay at home, and try not to leave your house unless you need food or the necessities. And I think it's something that can have a dramatic impact. So if we can all do that, that's great. Even better, we can all join in together on a Tuesday night and a Saturday night for the live streams and keep ourselves safe. But we're going to be jumping into this last video, and it's going to be my live version from the live stream gig that I did. That was We Can Fall Down, and that's the song that I'm going to be playing here. And this is for somebody that did say about playing live and not having any live videos of me. This was a live stream where people that have watched me for a while will be able to tell you it was an actual live stream gig. So this is the footage from that, and this is why sometimes the mix is a little bit off, because it's the live stream audio. It just went straight into the computer and I couldn't hear it back in order to mix it. It was just a live one take deal. So we will see what happens with this, and I'll see you guys afterwards. Hopefully this is all still working, because I'm not sure whether it is. Fingers crossed that it is. It might have stopped, but I'm going to jump into this video, and if there is a problem, then we will see, and hopefully there isn't. I'll see you guys after this. Rock!
What am I supposed to be? I got
And there we have it, and I'm back. I don't know what happened with the screen, and that's what I saw. It just went black, but now I am back. So thank you everybody for the kind words when that video was playing. And also let me get the super chat window up on screen as well, because we did have a little bit of action in there while that video was playing, and it was from Batfink Reynolds, the very same who I mentioned earlier, and it's a $20 donation, so thank you so much for that. The message is, Phil, thanks for the amazing shout out. You're a class act. Please advise everyone that no Flumbertrons were involved in the making of our Everest video. Cheers, Batfink and KADJ. So, thank you for that donation. I thought you were going to say, please advise everyone that no Flumbertrons were harmed in the making of your Everest video and song, because that's also a concern that I'm sure is at the top of everybody's thoughts in the live chat room. But thank you so much for that. And guys, go over to the YouTube channel, and somebody said, did you spell it F-I-L? And no, it's P-H-I-L-L-I-A-M and project, so P-R-O-J-E-C-T. So head over to Philiam Project and you'll be able to find that Everest video. That's Batfink Reynolds, and also that that name Philiam is giving away Batfink Reynolds' secret identity or actual identity. But anyway, that is the video and the song, and KADJ did the video for that. So those guys just teaming up is great to hear about, and it's great for everybody to team up and just be creative on YouTube, because that's what it's all about. So we've had another donation. This has come in from Vince. Thank you for that. Vince is $5. The message is, Phil, do you ever get together and jam with your former bandmates? And no, unfortunately not. The problem is that we're all in different locations, and the guitarist in that video that you just saw, he moved up to Leeds, which is miles away from where I am now. He used to live about 15 minutes from me, but now it's such a journey, it's not really possible to meet up and jam anymore. And drummer wise, the drummer is in London, I believe, but he might have moved. So yeah, unfortunately we've lost the connection, but if there's anything that happens, I'm sure that the connection is made again, because if there's a big show or something that's definitely worth doing, then we'll just, those bridges are always open, so we'll just hook up again for any other event in the future. Obviously at the moment, everything around the world in relation to live music and touring and gigs is just off the calendar, unfortunately, but hopefully, fingers crossed, in the future it'll all get back to normal once we get control of everything that's going on. But thank you, Vince, so much for that donation, and everybody can head over to the Wings of Pegasus supporters group over on Facebook, because Vince hosts the after party over there, and also Laura will allow you into that group. Just click on join, because you just search for the group in Facebook, you'll find it, and you'll be able to join in with everything on there. But we've had another donation, and it's from Hardashian Kalsa, who has donated $5. Thank you so much for that. The message is, thanks for the weekly party. Well, 2 times weekly now. I'll admit to celebrating tonight with melt in your mouth gluten-free brownies. Yum, stay safe. So thank you for that donation, and those brownies are always a weakness of mine. I don't really eat them regularly, but the problem with them is as soon as you have one, generally they are small, because there's so many calories and maybe a little bit too much of a treat. But then you have one and then you think, well, they are small, so I have another one, and then before you know it, you don't have any brownies left, and a pack of about 10 disappear. So yes, I certainly understand that with the brownies, but thank you so much for that donation. So I'm going to be calling it to an end pretty soon, so we're just at 1:05 in the morning here. Thank you everybody for joining me tonight, and maybe we can have a final spike of the likes, and if you haven't hit that thumbs up yet, it would be massively appreciated. I don't think we're going to make it to 200 tonight, unfortunately, but there are a lot of much more important things going on at this time, especially in the world as a whole. So It is understandable. People just have to stay safe and keep isolated wherever possible. But if you're watching this in the future as well on catch up, then you can hit that thumbs up. It all really does help the channel to get out there and to grow. So I want to say a massive thank you to everybody who's joined me tonight. And also we've had another donation from Linda for $2. Thank you for that, Linda. The message is thank you for creating such a great community with a heart. So Linda, it's not me that has created it. It is everybody out there, all of you guys who have hit the like and subscribe button, and then over on Facebook as well, the supporters group over there. So you can just thank yourselves, because I wouldn't be here without you guys, because I would be talking to nobody. So it's great to have your company on a Tuesday night, and now on a Saturday night as well. Also, let me just plug the mug, but also the t-shirts, because I have got a Wings of Pegasus t-shirt on here, so you can get these in the tray underneath this video. And there's this version, there's an older version, but if you want to get kitted out for the live streams, then you can do. You can have your shirt on, and you can also have your mug, which is the plug of the mug and Spike the likes, and it does have the logo on the other side, Wings of Pegasus, this updated logo, which now is part of the intro on the analysis videos. So I've finished my orange squash, so it has been a successful live stream. Fingers crossed. It did cut out for me on the screen, but hopefully it seems like you guys saw it the whole way through, so it was only my feed that got interrupted. So that's great news. I'm going to be calling it to an end now, because it'll be great just to have this 1 hour and 5 minutes of constant live stream to then be able to have as a video that people can watch in the future and then catch up if they have missed it. So I want to say a massive thank you to you guys in the chat room and for hitting that thumbs up. I think our final spike of the likes isn't quite going to make it. It looks like we're at 182 around there, so we were pretty close. But thank you everybody for hitting that thumbs up. And just to give a quick shout out to you guys in the chat room, we've got Laurie in there, Susan and Dennis are still in the house, and Lynn and Ginger Duran and KADJ and Reb and Sally as well, and Batfink again, and Lynn and Deb as well, Poet's Dreams, and Catfolk7, and Guitar Fan as well, and Cynthia in the house, and one Johnny52. So thank you guys, everybody, for joining in tonight. I'm gonna see you in the comment section on the analysis video that I'll do tomorrow night, and if I don't see you there, I'll be live streaming again on Saturday night. And I'll set up that live stream event immediately after this live stream, just so I don't forget to do it, because sometimes I do forget. So then you can have, I don't know how many days, a 4 or 5 day run up to the live stream at the weekend. But I will be here, as always, the same time on Saturday night. So I hope you guys have a great evening wherever you are, and just keep yourself isolated. In this country, we're not getting closer than 2 meters to other people if you are going outside. So everybody stay safe and keep washing your hands, and hopefully things will improve over the coming week or few weeks. We will see what happens, but we will have to try and do our best. So thank you guys, everybody, for joining me, and I'll see you guys in the comment section, or I'll see you at the live stream on Saturday night. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I will see you then. Rock!